Hi there, Darren from Property Prosperity here again. I've got about 15-20 minutes until my open starts down here at Aldinga Beach, so I thought I'd give people a bit of a heads up on the best way to try and negotiate the best price when they're buying a house. Well, not even that, even how to spot a bargain property without really having to know too much. So I suppose my first point that I want to point out is the whole negotiating, buying a property, it's basically all crucial. Was the person in the middleman, the one in the middle of this whole negotiation strategy, is the agent. So as long as you understand how important the agent is in this process, then you can start to say, okay, well, what difference is an agent going to make when I'm either selling the property or also buying the property? So then you have to actually understand that not all agents are the same. So if you understand that not all agents are the same, then you start to work out what is the difference between different agents and how can they firstly trying to help you sell the property if you own the property, but likewise, how can you use the agent's skills and experience and knowledge to your advantage if you're out buying a property. So basically when I'm trying to sell a property, what I'm trying to do is present the property as well as I can. Obviously I do the best I can to try and get the owner the highest price. The way I do that is to try and get the most number of people come and look at the property, and I negotiate as well as I possibly can basically. So to try and work out who are the agents that are going to make you try a bit harder to buy a property, then you look at the amount of effort they put in from the start. So a way to do that and save yourself having to go and talk to hundreds of agents is just get on realestate.com or Domain or wherever the internet is and try and have a look at the way the agents market the property. So if the agent's got really nice quality photos, and if they've got a video and they've got a nice long blurb that really explains the property, they've got all the specifications, the council rates, the water rates, all those sort of things, then that agent's probably trying a little bit harder than the other agents. So you probably make an assumption if they tried harder just putting the advert on the internet, they're probably going to try harder when they present the property at the open. They're probably going to try harder when they're talking to people and negotiating the price. So you sort of, I suppose from that perspective, you sort of say, well, is this agent going to make me try a bit harder to be able to buy the property? So you wonder then, are you going to be able to get a bargain from that type of agent? So straight away, you can start to narrow down a heap of properties, purely basing on the logic of the agent's crucial to the sale of the property, but also the agent's crucial to buying the property. So the thing to understand, there's some agents that are good to sell with, and there's some agents that are good to buy from, really. And so once you realise what makes an agent good to sell with, you basically just do the opposite, and then that's an agent that's good to buy from. So how do you do that then? You get on the internet and look for an agent that's got crappy photos or no photos, doesn't put the address of the property or doesn't put the price of the property, or they've got a couple of dot points saying, hey, this, 3-bed, 2-bath, double garage, and that's all they're putting in. Because straight away you think, well, that agent hasn't put a lot of effort into trying to sell this property. Because what that means is if they're not presenting the property very well on the internet, then not a lot of people are going to come to the open. So straight away, you're competing with less people. So that's basically it. You really want to try and, there's other ways of trying to, get a bargain, various other stages, but to try and narrow it down and just purely focus on those properties which you think are going to be undervalued or you can get at a price less than what it's worth, then using the agent as the measuring tool, then you can start to focus on agents that are good agents to buy from, and then exclude all those agents that are good agents to sell with, and then just focus on those agents, and then just say, okay, well, I can see this guy puts in a lot less effort, doesn't present the properties really well, he's probably not that great at negotiating, he's probably not that great at communicating, so he's probably a better person to buy on. And I know from my clients that I advise when they're out talking to agents, they constantly complain, they ring up the agent, and the agent never calls them back. And they'll try 3 or 4 times to get hold of the agent, say, hey, I want to buy this thing, this guy doesn't call me back. I say to my clients, that's actually a good thing, not a bad thing, because that means if they're not calling you back, they're not calling anybody back. And so that means that when you finally get through to the agent, no one else is talking to them. You're like the only person who can be bothered ringing them 10 times just to try and get them to call you back. So you're the only person in there trying to negotiate on the price. So you're going to get a pretty good deal relative to an agent that's, on their feet talking to 20, 30 people at once. Then you're competing with other people. So it seems a bit crazy. Actually, the less competent the agent and the less you feel confidence in dealing with the agent, the better it is to buy off the agent. Because the thing is, if you're getting that gut feel and you're feeling uncomfortable with dealing with that agent, a lot of other people are feeling the same sort of thing. Hi Colin, thanks for joining my my presentation. Colin was a guy that I helped out to do a subdivision for. Actually, sold his house. Actually, no, we were looking at doing a subdivision. We ended up selling his house. He's moved off to a nice little place now. So hopefully you understand my logic. So if you want to narrow down, try and find a bargain, then basically what you want to do is focus on the agent, because the agent is crucial to the sale of a property, and the agent is crucial to buying a property. So you want to find an agent that's maybe not at the top of their game. They're more likely to sell you at less than what it's worth. So hopefully that made sense to everybody. If it's made sense to you, then click on the like button. If it hasn't made sense, then still click on the like button anyway. I'd really appreciate it. And if you think someone might find, if someone out there trying to find a development site or investment property, then hopefully they can find that useful as well. So share it with them, and obviously if you've got any other questions for things you want me to talk about in the future, then put a comment in the comment box and I really appreciate it. So thanks guys, thanks for watching, and I look forward to talking again soon. Bye.